Okay, so now with the turbocharger out, we're gonna clean it all up. We're gonna get the block ready for the new gasket. So we get it all clean. Try not to touch the inside of the engine with these stupid rags. So that's all. You don't have to make it perfectly clean. It's a little gasket. Okay. Now. Make sure you put on the right way, it goes right on the dowels. Okay, perfect. Now there's a gasket on this, on the manifold. There's one. Like I said, yeah, brand new gasket, so get everything prepped and ready, so I don't have to keep fumbling back here. That side loose. Okay, there's that one. Just get ready. There's that. This one we're gonna put back on here. I don't know if I should put on here on the turbo, but I'm gonna put on the pipe. Figure that out when we get there. I think we're ready. And I do have a new clamp for this too. We can take this off. I'll put the new clamp on this. Should take it out right now. Don't want all this plastic blowing away in the wind. Which way did it face? I think it goes that way. Okay. So the trick of these clamps, I'll show you while I have no one. You take it, pop it, so you don't have to take it all the way out. That's the nice thing about these clamps. Once I set it on there loose, same thing with that one. We're gonna go ahead and get the turbo ready to go in. Okay. You want to wipe down, make sure this pedestal, the mounting surface is clean. So let me show you the turbocharger real quick. So this is the new turbocharger, the replacement. This is a new turbo. The pedestal I had to reuse. Now you want to make sure, if you're doing it this way, check the clearance between the pedestal and the turbo when you mount it. There's two 6mm Allens, one right there, with the washer each. You want to make sure that the pedestal doesn't hit the turbo. This one, when I tightened it, it started to touch it, so I took it off and shaved it down on both sides. Because on this side it looks like this oil pressure galley, and if this didn't seal properly, it just piss oil out and it could catch the truck on fire. So I shaved it down just to make sure it's absolutely perfect. So it's all clean. I didn't replace this yet. I'll do that once I get there. I'm just trying to get this in here because it's very windy and I don't want dirt getting in this engine. So we're gonna go ahead and set this sucker in there. Oh my god. Okay. My goodness. So everything's loose and free. We're gonna go ahead and tighten the turbo right now. Let's get that out of the way. And the turbo gets torqued to 41 foot-pounds per Mitchell. Let me get all my bolts. 413s. Got one. I got two. I'm gonna use magnets on the rest. I use my Hawkeye, because I can't really see. I can't see in there. Okay, now I can see you guys got a better view than me. Oh, man. Let me go grab a real bag now. My camera and everything's probably gonna die soon. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my gosh. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I'm gonna get out the torque wrench. Let me set this. Here's the torque wrench. I'm gonna set it to 41 foot-pounds. Okay, you ready? You want to be careful because these bolts are kind of angled. I want to get them close, then we'll run them home. And I am torquing it, it's just a joke. I don't ever use a torque wrench. Click. Okay. Flip the torque wrench. Now, here's an interesting question. So, I'm assuming they account for the extension that you're going to need when you tighten these bolts. So I'm going to set it for 43 foot-pounds. The spec was 41 just because I'm using an extension. Okay, there's that one's tight. But it's just an interesting thought. I wonder if they ever account for extensions. Sorry, guys. Keep bumping you. Okay. A little overboard in there. That's fine. Perfect. Okay. Now that we've gotten that complete, we are going to need to get this pipe in. So let me go look and figure out what I'm gonna have to do for that. That's correct. See where I'm at now. I think I'm still off. No, I'm actually not. Somehow. Actually pretty close. It's pretty cool. Trying to get zip flush. Not so easy. I'm having difficulty with it sitting flush. Well, okay. Let me grab my long pick. Let me see if I can get it. I forgot how I used to do this. Let's see how it's done. I think I got it. What I think it is the clamp isn't straight on the back. So I'm going to turn it and pop the back on straight, hopefully. Use this arm. So that doesn't seem to be working too well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the clamp on the turbocharger itself. I'm going to put the pipe on. Not fun. I think my light died. I'm gonna grab a mirror. Here's my other light. I think. Okay, so I'm having a difficulty getting that pipe on, so I'm just taking a break from that for a minute. We're gonna go ahead and just get these new lines on and these fittings. Turbocharger's already torqued and tight, so I can go and work up here and I'll figure it out. I have one more vehicle to check, and then after I get these in, I gotta go check that. I'll come back and we'll get that thing on and get this thing done. So here's the new one that I have. This has a filter in it for the turbocharger. To only feed it clean, dirty oil. This I think is I'm using a 1-inch wrench. hands today. Okay. Pop this in. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little lube on this. Let's put the dipstick out. Let's use the dipstick one. So I put a little engine oil in there. This is engine oil, by the way, so it's not gonna hurt it. Go ahead and run that in by hand. Now let's get the wrench. Let's tighten this thing up. It's gotta be snug. I'm not trying to win any tightening competitions. At least not yet. So, just for, I should be using a little, just WD. And before I even, this thing runs, it's gonna be cranked over until it has oil pressure to this turbocharger. So we're gonna go ahead and spray the lube on there. Gonna go ahead and pop that one in, put the clip on, same thing up here. Gets in, put the clip on, give him a nice little rub and tug. Okay, we're gonna spray the lube in here. I know it's a cooling system, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm gonna feed that side in first. Slide this on, and then we're gonna go and plug that in. And there's that. And don't forget to pop that clamp. RCB, and it'll probably be okay for a long time. Truthfully. I've taken some stuff apart and I'm like, you'll be surprised. Okay, it's popped. Okay, now I'm gonna take a break from this for a little bit. I gotta go check some other stuff and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've been on this for a little bit. I finally got the exhaust pipe from the driver's side exhaust manifold to the turbocharger in. I don't know if I said this earlier, but there's a 15mm nut on that. There's a clamp back there on the downpipe that you can turn the end of it and pull it out. There's a 15 nut and there's also a 10mm bolt. So you pull the 10 bolt out and you can turn the whole, you can turn that downpipe to face up, or you could get it out if you want. I didn't take it out. But I found it easier if you put the clamp on the pipe and then you set it on there and twist it till it pops on all the way. You want to make sure it's completely flush or else you're gonna have a leak and that's not something you want to deal with. So it's completely flush. These new clamps that I have are very tight. So what I had is I had somebody hold the clamp bottom of it with a pry bar through the fender well while I push down on it and get the T-bolt locked in. And as you can see, I think it might be a little flashy, but that's all in there nice and good. I got that clamp tight. I got the 3 nuts over there tight. The downpipe, that clamp's tight. I got the 15 tight on the downpipe for the clamp. And I also have the 10 bolt. The 10 bolt's a little bit tricky because it's kind of far down in there. So what I do is you put a little piece of tape on the bolt, shove it in the socket so it stays in. It pops right in, a piece of cake. So now I'm going to start putting this pipe on, the passenger side. And then yeah, I'll get this sucker done hopefully today. And hopefully my light works. Kind of. Something's better than nothing. So, here's my new clamp. There's the pipe on. I don't remember which way it faced. Not sure. It really doesn't matter. I don't think. And there's new gaskets on that as well. Like I said earlier, all these gaskets are they're all getting replaced. I know, I'm doing this a little backwards. So, like I said earlier, you want to always make sure they're flush. See, like that's not flush. You want to make sure it's perfectly flush. Unless you have an exhaust leak. Just like doing a 6-liter, you know, the up pipe to the turbo can be quite the pain in the butt. It takes a lot of experience to get that one done on the first try. I don't know how many. I shouldn't say how many. I'm just very careful. I always look at those with the mirror. Make sure they're perfect. Okay. So Let me tighten the 11 up there, and I gotta get the other nuts. Trying to squeeze this sucker in there. You don't have to be extremely tight, just tight. Okay, now let's continue. See what that does on. Then after this, put the heat shield on. And start putting the intake back on. Oh, my arm hit it. Okay. Now we actually have tighten. Wait until my elbow pops. That's when you know they're really tight. Okay, that one's tight. Everything I gotta do by hand, it just sucks. So much work. Yeah or nay? You get it? I think so. You can tell which one of the heat shield bolts because they're all rusty. Okay, let's get these back in place. And then we'll put the exhaust back pressure sensor in. And plug the VGT in for the turbo. And we'll start putting the intake back in. I'm just gonna put this broken piece back on the thing to hold it. Okay, and then just see this stuff. Arm feels all swollen. Just tightening that up like that. My finger. Smashed in my finger. My finger at. Dookie. Let me jump up here and get a good. Now let's get this. Okay, here's that. Okay. Tight. I had to take the nut off that I didn't have to take off. If I was smart about it, I could have put the nut back on earlier with the ratchet, but nothing was in there. That pin is tight. Now let's pull the harness back through. So, make sure you plug that turbocharger in now. And then don't forget to plug the harness back in up there. Remember which way it goes. That's kind of this way. Plug the turbo back in. Put all the nice heat shielding back on because it only gets 5,000 degrees back here. Okay. And then we got the exhaust back pressure. Okay. We have the map sensor. So I think we're pretty much ready for the lower intake manifold. I think so. What do you guys think? Hello. Okay. So yeah, let me go grab the lower intake manifold and pop it on and sure you're rocking. Before I put it in, I'm going to clean the inlet to the turbocharger because like I said, that PCV pipe is broken. We got a little bit of dust in here, nothing bad. I just don't want it sucking in that new turbocharger. I know, should have thrown this in, dang it. I meant to, should have thrown this in the hot tank. I'll use my brain. So now, I gotta remember everything goes. It's been a couple weeks since I took this apart. Dang it. Get it away. Okay, So, cheese, we got long 10, long time, short 10, short 10. Now, let's get that. We need to get some of that clown music going. Or circus music. It's getting very thin. So we're going to tighten this. Through tight. Now we're going to tighten these clamps. Make sure they're tight. Perfect. Okay. Now I would like to put the throttle body back in. Parts of the battery. Take inside. I'm gonna have to move the guys around. I think it's tied up before. Hello. So, next throttle valve is going back in place. I know, it's all dirty. It's soot. If I clean it, I'm gonna end up destroying the valve. So it's not going to hurt nobody. It's just soot, it's not like it's dirt. Sucks our modern diesels have to inhale their own exhaust, but supposedly good for us. Bad for the engines. Bad for our wallets too. But you know, it is what it is. Okay, so we got that. Let me start cleaning up the mating surfaces over here so we can grip for the upper intake manifold, or the plenum, whatever you want to call it. So dirty. So dirty. Oh man. So. From the cat. Get this all clean. Try to scrub it, get it cleaned up a little bit. Alright. That sucks about when you start getting into trying to clean this stuff. Just smear it. All this soot. Okay, let me grab the plenum. Very nice. I didn't want that bolt anyways. There's my little box of goodies. So gonna need that one. Need these, all the orange ones essentially. Okay.
How's it going?
Good. I still, yeah, turbo's almost done. Nice. I just gotta do the fuel system next. Gotta change the fuel rail on that side. Change the fuel rail, and then once, I would like to at least have the fuel rail done today on this, but I might have the whole thing.
Oh, that one over there?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because the regulator's built into it.
In this one?
No, and then the fuel rail. So you gotta change the fuel rail with the regulator.
Oh.
It's one piece.
You gotta change the fuel rail on this one?
Yeah, on this side. Because it has a regulator built into it. And the regulator, something's funky with the regulator.
Okay.
Yeah, the volume control valve's clean. It's got a new pump in it.
Mm-hmm.
But just that valve won't hold pressure when you do the high pressure test. So, it has a new high pressure fuel pump in it.
I can't believe you said go ahead and fix it. Well, I guess it's a work truck, right?
Yeah. Well, I still had to drop the def tank too. I'm hoping to get this stuff, I want to get it mostly done today. So then I don't have to mess with it too much on Monday. And hopefully, I know the turbocharger will take care of that. The fuel system I'm a little unsure of. And
my turbo is freaking hammered.
Yeah, the fuel system is something I'm a little concerned with. Because we did have some contribution faults. But the thing is, it's on that same bank where that regulator's at. So I'm thinking that regulator's just it's blowing past on that too. Because I only had 6 and 8. This I did power balance, relative compression, did multiple tests to make sure that this engine is healthy, to make sure that we're not putting money in a blown up engine. I ran multiple tests just to be very certain that we're not throwing money away. These guys in their bikes.
No. It's fucking loud.
Yeah. They make an exhaust for my Sea-Doo. You cut a hole in the back and have the exhaust come out the bottom. It looks really cool. I'm like, they say it's a nightmare to install, and I don't want to. I have a warranty on it. I don't want to, because people are like, all the.
No, that's hot shoes, huh?
Yeah, diamond. Yeah. People are posting videos right now. Their Sea-Doo's sinking. All the new ones.
Why?
I don't know. I'm like, right now that's something I get to look forward to.
Something goes on with them, huh?
Yeah, the carbon seal, they say, goes bad. Well, and then mine, the sponson bolt, it was missing a sponson bolt. Luckily, it didn't fall. Well, actually, if I would have left it in the water, it would have sank.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's because the dealer, they didn't put it together correctly. They didn't tighten the bolt. Well, and I called them and told them, and they sent me a bolt.
How did he put those fucking original brake shoes on?
Why?
I go, did you check the shoes to make sure they're the correct shoes? He's like, yeah. The shoes he forgot was lighter than the shoes he's putting on.
Yeah, are we trying to get that done today?
No, I don't know.
Oh, I was just curious.
I mean, we gotta, I had to put the old shoes back on because there's nothing wrong with them.
The customer just wanted new ones.
Yeah, but there's just fucking nothing wrong with them. Don't need to change them. So Calhoun's had to make that for making it right now.
What?
Like an Elvis Smith's ticket. But Calhoun's name. Sorry. Yeah.
Okie dokie. So now we're getting all these bolts in the intake. So, cool. I was like, crap, I screwed up. I should have put the charge tube in for. I think that's where they goes. And bolts. And bolts and holes. Set that over there. Let's grab the pick. Let's get this. Let's take this charge tube off so I can get a little bit more room. For me, it's always 1 step forward and 20 steps back. That's the story of my life. there's a nut. I had to go find an exhaust nut. Crap in there. That's all I can say is sigh. This turbocharger had to have gotten really hot. Dang it, brain. Come on, brain. I just like to get them. Wanna go drive Bearcat? That silver one. Just go drive it, make sure no oil pressure stuff. My arms are killing me. Killing me, Larry. Okay. Just want to get them started. So you know it's all straight and all that. Then I got this torque wrench right here. I don't remember the part number. Okay, that one. Tighten up a little bit more than I appreciate. These are all 8s. You don't have to use a swivel on all of them, but the ones when you get on the corner, I find it's easiest. I don't want to say you have to, but I'm sure somebody knows a different way. Tick. 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 That one's tight. You don't want to forget about these little stragglers in the middle. There's 2 right there, and there's 5 right there. 2, 3, 4. And then you gotta do the 4 over here. 1, 2. Okay. This one. So I know it's all kind of taken apart. This is the 13 Ford. We're going to be changing this upper radiator hose because it's leaking at the thermostat housing. So let me find a place to put this thing. And this is pretty easy to do. The cooling system is already drained. So you can see these clips right here, there's quick connects. I usually just take them off so I know for sure that they're out. So we got that one. And then this one down here is the same thing. It's a little bit tougher to see. Let me see if I can get up here. We both can get a good sight. So you can see. There's that. That was the hardest part. So now, you just want to make sure you're all the way off. See, that's off. See how it's see how it's right there? And this side, same thing, it's right there, that's off. That's lock, and the other way's off. The radiator one, you gotta be a little bit more careful with. Over here, this one can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Sometimes I'll pry it with my pick. You gotta be careful not to break the radiator. You can spray a little brake clean in there and loosen it up. Let's give it a little wiggle jiggle. There you go, there's a wiggle jiggle. Now you take it, throw it where it belongs. Leave your newer hose right here. Okay, so this is a brand new Ford one. It's part number KM5228. This fits this. I think this is 13 F450 6.7. So I spray a little juice in there, and then you just go pop, pop, and then that's it. And then I don't like leaving these stickers on. It just looks kind of trashy. So I'll take these. I usually try to take them off. This one. Just don't like them. Okay. There you go. It's all done. Now make sure your foot's pulling in it and you should be good to go. Okay. Now the next thing that you cannot forget, which the last guy did. It's gonna, oh, you can see it. So see this pipe right here? You shouldn't wiggle that side of it. See that hole down there? We gotta get a bolt in there. Yeah. Wish me luck, because I'm going to need it. So since this bolt has a starting nipple piece on it, it looks like this. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to do it before my battery goes dead in my camera. Because my battery is at 2% now. Should never grab that pipe by that nipple. Okay. Sorry. Oh, that sucks. Can I see it on there? There's my flashlight. I cannot locate that bolt. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Oh, I guess we're trying it again. So, I dropped the 8 down the valley. I don't know where it's at. I cannot find it. There's nothing open, so it's not gonna hurt nothing down there. So I have this 10 now. This is why somebody didn't put it back, because these are a pain in the butt. But that doesn't give me the excuse to not put it back the way it should be. Okay. I think I'm in. There we go. A little snap, crackle, pop. No, my socket doesn't hang out. Nope, it does. Cool. Awesome. Okay, cool. So, there's that. Okay, now we're going to move on to the EGR pipe. This pipe right here. The gaskets are kind of crappy. It's an Alliant Power kit. I'm not really fond of Alliant Power. But their kits are really nice because they come with almost everything you need. I mean, they come with everything, but you know, I like new nuts and all that other stuff. And they don't come with those, and that's understandable. It's kind of a little excessive to replace that stuff, but it's all good. So I'm bending these in just to get it to bite on the pipe, so they stay. Just want to make sure the holes line up. Yep, they do. And now we're gonna stick and try to stay underneath all this crap. Like, what the heck, I'm off. Okay, let's grab my 8 swivel. Oh, that's not the right bolt. Gosh, I hate when people don't know what the hell they're doing. So, that's definitely not the right bolt. That's what came out of it. I'm going to put it on this side so it's cooler, because the other side's, I mean, this shouldn't be hot. I mean, it's gonna be warm because this is EGR, but this is after the cooler into the intake, so it's not full exhaust temp. You see, I started with my hand. I was getting a little aggressive with it, but oh, this is a 10. This is, yeah, I remember this. That's why I was like, what the heck is going on? Hacky Chan's going on here. I forgot about that. I hate different bolts. It's one of my pet peeves. There's that one. That one. Let's get this one. I gotta change over to my pen. Crap, I didn't start this. Okay. Get it?
So I'm letting it, I cleaned the shit out of it. It smells like carb spray. So I'm waiting to let it sit. So Calhoun said that truck over there, the 07, his buddy put it up on sale for him on Instagram for $39K. And some lady's coming from fucking Vegas to look at it.
So he's selling it now or what?
He's selling that 07, he's gonna keep the one I just did.
Oh,
because this thing fucking badass now, bro.
That's about it. For that much money, that's as good as a 6.0 gets. Okie dokie, guys. We're almost done. I can smell the air. The air. So we gotta make sure we put this back in properly. This is all dangly. What the hell, man? It's all hacky Chan stuff going on in this thing. I hate stuff like this. Assuming that goes there. Cool. As long as it goes on. I think it did. I think that's the old one. Is it? He didn't put it on then. Where's your show? Nobody listens, eh? I get to do a belt on a hot engine. Now make sure you put all this stuff back. Put this back. I think. Back that. Okay. again. That tighten these clamps. Okay.
I could probably split it in here real quick, huh?
You can pull it up there. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get this all cleaned up. Here's the charger tube. Just get it all nice and clean. Make sure there's nothing hiding in there, like a creature or something. This tube in. Get the tube in. But make sure I had a clamp on it. Alright, the cat's stolen. 10 fork pickup truck. Yeah, I don't remember this thing being that much of a pain. Usually pop in. I have to pull this back off and try it again. I don't remember being that difficult, but it was, and it's in now. Okay, and don't forget to plug the intake air temp sensor in. Gets plugged in on the front of the charge tube. And don't forget to put that little part plugged in. That doesn't look like crap. Okay, next we need 11. We use a long extension that's too long, but you guys can't see what I'm doing. That's nice. Putting this on. Okay, cool. Let me grab some of this stuff off of this truck. I hate rides up here because they can blow in the engine bay or something and catch fire.